Good morning, friends. This is the coriander which I have started just now. Then we have the potato. See the beauty of onion from seed. This is the way it grows, and then it develops into a big plant like this. And then you can see the bulb forming in the bottom. You can use even the leaves which are coming on the top. And once the bulb is ready, the onion is ready. In winter you don't find much of the crops because the season does not allow. So I'm growing some palak in all the plot, in all the pots. Today I'm harvesting little to use it. Here I put some more onions because this is the season for onions. I started some more garlic. It looks this way when it shoot out, and when it is large you can see how it grows. So always we have to be ready with the rotation crop. That means once the larger shoots are ready for harvest, we have to start the smaller shoots so that the next crop will be ready for us to use. The way it is spreading looks amazing. I just planted 20 bulbs of garlic. It became a jungle here and I see that it is spreading out in the entire area. The last tomatoes of the season, we still see new branches shooting out. Some more palak to harvest. If you plant, harvest, or if you plant palak separately like this, from each plant you will get a good amount of leaves. Here if you see, now I started this bed with mix and match of several plants. I'm trying this new variety this winter. Here you can see I planted a cherry tomato. Beside that, garlic, a small shoot. Whether it is visible or not, I'm not sure, but very small. See here. Then again a tomato. I started a new experiment with the groundnut. I want to see how does it grow. This is sweet potato. It was amazing when I planted one in the spring and I got 2 pots which were really tasty. So I started some more in the raised bed so that the harvest will be easy. When I took a deeper pot, I didn't realize that the sweet potato grew a lot inside. Since I couldn't dig much, I left it as it is. So now I planted this again in the raised bed so that harvest will be easy. You can dig it and find out how many are there. Here you can see I put a onion, it's coming out, a tomato, again a garlic, sweet potato. Here the groundnut which I am trying for new. So I filled this bed with multiple plants. I have to see what goes best. But I'm very happy that all sprout out and they are looking very healthy. Another groundnut. And then here you can see another groundnut. Let us take some leaves of palak here. I can prepare the curry tonight. So it's a mix and match, I can say. Mix and match theory, or mix and match to check what will be the yield. We love palak at home. I know everybody love palak. So tasty that I don't think none of them will say no to it. Every day if you cook also, you feel to eat. It's not a boring one. You can see the beetle leaves, how they are coming. It's spread out, and I'm trying to take it over to the trellis. And the roses, orange butternose. The season is coming down slowly. And the big orange, the bud is there. Maroon rose. Jackfruit. It's growing well. Fingers crossed. I hope it goes on well. The star fruit. Unfortunately, my family did not like the taste of this. It's so juicy. So these are all the like young buds. We are ready to see how they are. So many in the tree. But it's very sour. I didn't like the taste much. But it's good for health. That's what I hear. I'm trying banana in the raised bed. Have to see my luck. The last season tomatoes still green. I see few more flowering coming up. So lemon and the raised bed. I tried with seed, and yes, it has grown about 2 inches. 2 feet, sorry, not 2 inches. The papaya, the drumstick, everything on the taro. And the jamun. I hope we get fruits this year because the stem has become enough strong in the pot. At least 10 fruits. We have to see whether we get this year. Again, one more pomegranate. Succulents for beauty. See the beans, how they are growing. This is the season for beans, and we are getting huge quantities of beans. We have given it to, my beans have even crossed the country also. It crosses state as well and the country as well. So the beans which we gave to our friends and families, they took across to their places. I hope this ivy gourd comes back. Now it's not the season, so you can see hardly the leaves are fallen. But yes, definitely once the season is back, I still see it's flowering, but the gourds are not so strong enough. They are like this, just. And this is the water apple or rose apple. In Telugu we call gulab jam. Last year also it fruited this way and fallen down. I hope this year it remains. This is the start of the fruits. Small buds have come up. This is also in the pot. Banana, unfortunately, I got a flower, but not the fruit because maybe the pot's size or strength did not enough, or it was not sufficient for that fruit. Beautiful flowers. This attracts the bees, which helps in pollination of my fruits. Another drumstick. I'm trying on a pot. Let me see the flowering. Hopefully, let us hope to get some pots. We are trying mango on the roof, and I bought this tree from the nursery with a mango on it. See how beautiful it is. We'll be planting it tomorrow in the pot or in a drum so that we get some yield in coming years. These are very old plants and very costly from the nursery. One is the juicy one, that is Cherkurasam we call it in Telugu, and these are very costly because they are 3 years old plant, and nursery people sell it very high cost. My pomegranate in the pot, this year I saw that it got flowered, fruits were grown to medium size and then dropped off. Whether it dropped off because of the first year or whether it is dropping off because of the birds, I don't really understand. I did not notice that. Hopefully this year I should see some yield on this. Then my amla, the big amla, gooseberry, nicely growing in this pot. I started this mango of my with a seed, and it has grown this much. This I'm looking more for leaves because we usually use these leaves on the auspicious festivals and occasions in our festivals. So I'm looking for more for leaves. The guava is not that aggressive. The leaves have been shredding and because of the winter, but I see new shoots coming up. So hopefully we'll see what best we can do out of this. Since in winter I think only palak is encouraging, so I used palak seeds in most of the pots. I started with the brinjal seedlings, and yes, this is the season for onions, so most of my pots have onion shootings in them. With the seed it looks like this, and the shoots come like this, and some more taro root. I'm trying a trellis like this with all the creepers so that it will be like a wall to obstruct the wind which are shaking my plants from the roots, and I see a loss in my plants. I don't see that encouraging growth, but hopefully yes, sometime we have to get this. I have chili plant, like guava. The leaves are red in color. I hope this is a different variety. I don't know, it came with a seed on its own. I took care from the seedling itself and then planted very carefully in the raised bed. I have to see what best I can do to protect it. A papaya, again from a seed. See the way it's growing. It's very difficult. What I observed was when I started seeds, the plants will be very delicate. Like when they sprout, you have to take care of them in and out to make sure that the plant is protected. In between, you can see one guava. So this complete raised bed I used for all big trees so that they will help me as a windshield for my vegetable plants in the other beds. See, these are the beds to where I plant my vegetables, and this is the raised bed where I planted the papaya, guava, and again one more papaya, and this is the sweet potato. I hope there are still potatoes in this bed. This is what I was speaking about. I couldn't dig much to get all the pots, which was like very difficult. See the height of this bed, and this height one cannot dig because the soil also, like we should also see that the soil is fluffy when we are planting something. This is the way, like I use coco pit, I use vermicompost to make sure that the water is it keeps the soil wet. One more pomegranate I'm trying here, and this is a voluntary parijatam. Once it is big and start flowering, this area will be full of scented smell and colored flowers. I'm waiting to see that day. These three are table roses with the succulents, just for showcase. And then we have this chili, varieties of chilies in my grow bags. So here I 2 pots of chilies, and then I started a new tomato because my other tomato trees have come to an end with the fruits. These are the plants which I have planted in somewhere in August, and now the season has come to an end and we can hardly see few tomatoes on the plant. So immediately what we have to do is we have to start with the fresh plants, so that once the earlier plants are gone, we get again a new set of tomatoes for our use. This is a similar one which was planted in August and it is about to die. Same here, the new one. Again, we are getting a lot of tomatoes here. Yes, the new thing which I am starting, that is groundnut. I see the plants are growing healthy, and I hope, first time I am trying. Let us see what will be the result. So this pot was empty, so again I have planted with the tomatoes, so that I get sufficient in the coming months. Again the ivy gourd, as I said, it's not the season now, so the gourds are not that strong, and the leaves are also very crazy. They are falling down with all types of, yeah, it's winter, you can't expect more than this. It will be, this is expected thing only. But I'm trying to make some changes on the roof with the trellis which I have built. This trellis is hindering me to pluck some ivy gourds which are in mid of the trellis, which it's becoming very difficult for me. So I have to think of an alternate on how to go about it. Right now I don't find time, and my apple bear is really growing well. This concept I loved it a lot, because when I built this raised beds and the deeper raised beds, these are like deeper ones which are helping me to grow plants which are of bigger size. This you see a variety of its kind. It is called Vakaya in Telugu and seasonal. Right now I see that a lot of new leaves coming up. It was planted last year, but still I did not see any fruits on this. Hopefully this year we will see, because there are a lot of new shoots. Even the apple bear is having a lot of new shoots. I have to protect all this from the windy, rainy season. Very difficult. See how the way I tie every plant, the way I take care of each and every plant with tying with lot of. These are the branches uh, which I give a support to every plant, so that when the wind blows, this is all open area. See, it's on the 4th floor and it's an open area. So the wind blows during the rainy seasons, it's heavy. It's almost like a tufan, and all my plants branches will be getting broken because of the wind. Sustaining during that period is very difficult, and I try my best to take care of my plants in all ways. I want this custard apple to be grown on the rooftop. At the ground level, I have 2 plants which are really fruiting very well. Here, if it comes, it's safe for me, because in ground I see that the walkers or anybody are just plucking and going away. Here I want the fruits to come. I'm trying, and this is my 4th or 5th time that I'm planting again and again this custard apple. I hope it 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 will be saved, and it will be branching out. Right now I see that, yeah, all the leaves are drying out. The fig tree is growing very well. We got, like, the beauty of this is every branch, these are the branches, so every branch will have a lot of figs like this, see, and they're very tasty once they are once they are ripen on the tree, and you pluck and eat them directly. The taste is like wonderful. I can't even explain how it tastes. It's like my goodness, I never tasted fig before I planting this. Once I planted this and started tasting it, I can't leave it at all. So that is the taste of this. Now for this season I can see last 3 are left. So yeah, let us hope to get a. So this is another raised bed where I planted all my trees, I can say. So this is fig, apple bear, and I don't know what is wakaya called in English. It is wakaya. These are my raised beds. So people whoever want to start a rooftop, maybe you can see the plan here. This helped me a lot. Pots how they were means, if I started initially 2 years back on pots. Every now and then we have to change the mud in the pots, and also we have to give more and more compost for strength of this. But in this raised beds, what I observed was, yes, the initial mud which we use will be coming down, because we water it every day. You have to fill it with mud and compost. Other than that, also you have to use this outlets, so that your plant will be healthy. I'll explain on in my next video. I'll explain on how we build this, and how much it costed us, so that people who are looking to start a rooftop garden can, it will help you. So yes friends, so this is all about my rooftop garden for this week. See you again in next video. Bye.